Toyota is back bigger and better, storming the carmaker industry as it unveils an all-electric SUV concept under its Beyond Zero badge. A series the world might not be ready for. Trust me, it's serious business. Here's everything you need to know about Toyota's latest flagship electric SUV, the Toyota BZ. You don't want to miss any bit of it, so I'd really advise you to watch to the very last second. The Toyota BZ series. Toyota expanded its Beyond Zero portfolio on Wednesday by revealing a prototype all-electric SUV with plant-based seats and an AI personal assistant. The Los Angeles Auto Show saw the world premiere of the BZ small crossover concept, which serves as a showcase for Toyota's battery electric future plans. Toyota has said that it intends to introduce 30 all-electric cars, 5 of which will have the BZ Beyond Zero badge. The Toyota BZ4X is an all-electric vehicle that the Japanese carmaker unveiled to launch the brand last year. Due to a partnership between two firms, that car, which is almost exactly like the Subaru Solterra, hit the market earlier this year. According to the carmaker, the SUV concept vehicle represents a potential vision of the very near future for its array of EVs. Toyota claimed the portfolio would help its ambition to become carbon neutral by 2050, but did not specify a launch date. According to Toyota, the Svelte BZ design forces the wheels to the corners to produce a sporty posture, giving it the appearance of motion even when it's still. According to the carmaker, its profile has low overhangs, sweep-back angles, and a narrowed-down interior design to give it a futuristic appearance. The car's interior has recycled and plant-based upholstery, as well as a steering wheel with a semicircle form that seems to have had the top half cut off. The AI-based personal assistant, known under the name of You, reacts to inquiries from front or rear seat passengers by making sounds and employing lights that move about the cabin. The BZ4X. Toyota has experimented with hybrid and hydrogen vehicles, but what do you make of its first electric vehicle? Toyota doesn't hesitate to experiment. With the Prius, it popularized hybrid vehicles. With the Mirai, it sold the first commercial hydrogen vehicle. And now, it's collaborating with the Japanese space agency, JAXA, to place the first real automobile on the moon, one that won't need a spacesuit to operate. It seems strange that it has taken the firm this long to introduce the BZ4X, its first electric vehicle. What caused the delay? From the outside, it seems that Toyota hoped that drivers would support hydrogen power. It's easy to see why. A hydrogen fuel cell eliminates range concern, and you fill up just as you normally would. Unfortunately, Toyota's plans weren't matched by the infrastructure, the refueling stations, in time. Toyota isn't abandoning hydrogen with the BZ4X. Rather, it's filling the gap until hydrogen becomes a more practical alternative in the future, in our opinion. So, with its first battery-only vehicle, is Toyota's pioneering spirit still present and accounted for? The solution's unclear. This is a terrific electric vehicle with plenty of room and a smooth ride. Additionally, the four-wheel drive variant is equipped with some very clever all-terrain technology to support you when the road runs out. The BZ4X can confidently skip over rugged terrain, crawl down steep verges, and wade through water. In addition to receiving a contemporary facelift, the inside has also been upgraded from the more functional Toyota cabin to one with a clean, streamlined finish. Overall, this vehicle epitomizes Toyota's practical, sane side. Its playful, adventurous side, however, is conspicuously absent. The kind of thinking that came up with the iRoad, a lovable three-wheeler electric trike, built as a way to curb congestion and air pollution. First off, let's start with the name, BZ4X. The first bit stands for Beyond Zero. The 4 signifies the size. Presumably there will be a BZ3 or 5 in the future. And X means it's an SUV/crossover, just like every other new electric car these days. Functional, but clumsy. The Toyota BZ4X's interior. The steering wheel is small and stylish when you're in the driver's seat. Because of the elevated driving position and small wheel, it is sometimes necessary to look over or around the wheel to see what is happening on the digital dashboard. Due to the distribution of the 215 bhp motors between either end, the BZ4X accelerates quickly. The car is agile and taut around corners due to its low center of gravity, which is made possible by the batteries being distributed throughout the floor of the vehicle. Its driving experience rivals that of any electric SUV. There are heated and ventilated front seats, an electrically adjustable driver's seat with 8 positions, ambient lighting, and a smartphone wireless charging tray. A fixed panoramic glass roof and a more comprehensive driver assistance package are additional options for the motion trim. It includes synthetic leather upholstery, 20-inch 5-spoke alloy wheels, rear parking sensors with an auto brake feature to prevent rear-end collisions, remote parking assistance, and synthetic leather wheels. Additionally, an electric tailgate with a kick sensor is included, along with a heated steering wheel. Additionally, a smartphone app called Digital Key enables the owner to grant others access to the BZ4X. With a large central touchscreen and a console lit with controls, the cabin is roomy and appropriately technological. As you would anticipate from a Toyota, everything is ergonomically sound and properly proportioned. Most importantly, the ride is incredibly impressive. Despite the weight of its batteries and its thin, low-resistance tires, the BZ4X glides over potholed city streets and country lanes without incident. When compared to rivals, which frequently struggle to fit batteries and maintain a spacious rear cabin, the seats are big and roomy and you won't have kids kicking you in the back. The 412-liter boot is standard for an EV of this size and has storage for the charging cables below. The Toyota BZ4X's rear. The range, which is the most crucial number, is nothing extraordinary. Its range is comparable to that of its rivals at 317 miles, 510 kilometers for the front-wheel drive model, and 286 miles or 460 kilometers for the four-wheel drive model. However, as with all EVs, you can anticipate significantly less in the real world. Off-road, the car's X-Terrain technology is a delightful feature that breezed over the course put up for it. Some very steep ramps were placed so that only 2 of the car's wheels were ever in touch with the ground. To demonstrate that the car could wade, it was also used to drive through a small pool of water. Although most UK drivers are unlikely to see either situation, it's good to see some of Toyota's all-terrain DNA in action. It's a gorgeous automobile, but Toyota could use a little more levity. However, there is one spot where Toyota's renowned playfulness does show up. 2 tiny winglets sticking out of the rear of the roof that serve as a little spoiler, or as the car's assistant chief engineer jokingly referred to them as bunny ears. They provide some nice flair to an attractive but otherwise unremarkable automobile. Toyota is more than simply a manufacturer of inexpensive automobiles, because to this sense of humor, it's the one quality that its first battery-powered vehicle might have benefited from having more of. Strong creases above the wheel arches flow back down the doors into wraparound taillight units that are linked on the boot lid by a full-width LED bar, while the entire front wings and wheel arches, which will house up to 20-inch alloy wheels, are colored black, along with the rear arches to give a more rugged appearance. The BZ4X is 85mm lower, has shorter overhangs but 165mm longer wheelbase, and yet has a relatively small turning circle of 11.4 meters when compared to the brand's RAV4 hybrid models. Thanks to the new eTNGA platform, Toyota has developed a steer-by-wire system in line with the BZ4X concept. The brand states that it will be added to European models at a later date. The steering wheel and the front wheels are no longer mechanically connected thanks to this innovative mechanism, called one-motion grip. The driver's input may instead be electrically sent from the steering wheel to the front tires via digital link, with a motor altering the tire angle. According to Toyota, this increases front legroom and enhances the driving position as well as entry and exit. The manufacturer also claims that the conventional steering wheel can be changed, resulting in smoother operation, especially at low speeds, with full lock achievable in just 150 degrees of steering wheel movement. Toyota's third-generation Safety Sense technology, which is featured, is said to have enabled the brand to increase safety through greater electronic integration. In order to achieve ultimate mobility, society goal of no fatalities and injuries in traffic accidents, Toyota asserts that it can operate as a partner to the driver. The Prius, which was the world's first hybrid electric production car, and Toyota's future in this sector of the market are both reflected in the BZ4X, the company's first model under the BZ Beyond Zero sub-brand. And yeah, that'll be a wrap for this episode. Are you excited about Toyota's electric future? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.